Today on Images. It's a fiesta at the Met, with the entire community celebrating the works of Frida Kahlo, coming soon to the Cleve Carney Museum of Art. Find out how the College of DuPage can help you engineer your future. And we'll introduce a successful CUD alumna who didn't quite know her path until College of DuPage offered a significant opportunity. All of that and more on this edition of Images. Want to know what's happening at your community college? You're in the right place. I'm your host, Rio Almaria, admissions representative at College of DuPage, and thanks for watching Images. The summer of 2020 will be a huge one for the McAninch Arts Center and the recently renamed Cleve Carney Museum of Art. An unprecedented exhibit boasting 26 original Frida Kahlo paintings, an immersive historical exhibit, and interactive displays arrives in June. To celebrate, the MAC invited the whole community to join in entertainment, arts and crafts, food, and fun at Frida Fest.
We're here with Frida Fest. We are so excited. Things are going on inside. All our vendors moved inside. We have a great crowd. The Miss Mexican Heritage Contest is going to start shortly. We have vendors inside. We have decorations inside. We have tours going on in the gallery, and tickets are already on sale. They started this morning.
I really enjoyed there's a pageant, there's different vendors. The food is great. I love to eat.
It's Frida. I mean, she was awesome. She's very, very influential in the Hispanic community. So for me, this is pretty cool to embrace our culture and our heritage.
I'm going to ask you to just tell everybody what you think of what's happening here.
Number one, I am not a good dancer. Seeing the salsa dancing up here is fantastic, so cool. But just the energy, the number of people here, and you are a force of nature, Diana, pulling this together. We have, Moscow, Budapest, and Glen Ellen. 2 second-tier cities in Glen Ellen for Frida. That's pretty awesome. Well done.
A lot of people have come out to enjoy this amazing event. And part of the reason is because there's a lot of excitement about Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo is probably the most famous female artist of the 20th century. Her amazing, iconic self-portraits have touched people across the world. And we're going to have the chance to see them here at the College of DuPage.
Wonderful food, wonderful entertainment, wonderful vendors. I mean, I think our community couldn't have asked for a better event.
I, Diane McGinley, President of the Village of Glen Ellen, Illinois, on behalf of the Village Board, in recognition of the historic Frida Kahlo exhibition coming to Glen Ellen in 2020, do hereby proclaim the upcoming year spanning September 2019 through August 2020 as the year of Frida Kahlo!
For more information on the upcoming Frida Kahlo exhibit, visit us on the web at frida2020.org. With an ever-evolving world surrounded by technology that is continuously advancing beyond what we once thought was impossible, demand for new engineers has reached an all-time high. Considering joining this innovative field for your career? Here's what College of DuPage's engineering program can provide for you.
Engineering is all around us. Every day, everywhere we go, we can see and touch something that has been designed by an engineer. But what does it mean to study engineering? An engineering student studies computers and programming. An engineering student studies science and physics, math, and learns to understand calculus. And most of all, an engineering student is curious about shaping the world. If you're one of these people, the engineering program at College of DuPage is waiting for you.
We are able to offer pretty much all of the freshman and sophomore coursework that any major university would offer for all of the large majors. Students should expect to get a very rigorous and well-founded education that will help prepare them to succeed and get their bachelor's degree when they transfer after 2 years.
We have a whole bunch of different types of engineering: mechanical, civil, and electrical, which are the big three. But we also do industrial engineering, biomedical engineering, chemical engineering, and stuff like that as well.
The huge advantages of COD's engineering program is we have all the courses that you need, and it's a better experience. The other thing is that all the professors here came here because they love to teach. We actually enjoy teaching so much that we focus on teaching as our career.
Students studying engineering at College of DuPage sharpen the skills they'll need to be successful in transferring and completing a bachelor's degree in their chosen area of study. Instructors are dedicated to providing resources and making sure each student understands course material.
One of our main goals as a department is to make sure that when the students leave us, they are fully prepared to achieve their bachelor's degree. At the major universities in the state of Illinois and elsewhere, we have something like an 80 or 90% success rate once they leave us to achieving their bachelor's degree, no matter what their engineering discipline happens to be.
We have very small class sizes so that students get to know each other and they get to know the faculty members, and we get to know them. We can help them out a lot more when we are kind of more informal with each other, which is really, really nice.
Being in a room with 30 people is so much less intimidating than being in a room with like 250 people. I knew that if I didn't understand something, there's a really good chance that other people also didn't understand. So it was more of a tight-knit community that helped each other learn.
The instructors are amazing. I had the same professor for the 4 semesters that I've been here, and having such a close connection with like a professor that you see all the time helps a lot. If you need help, they will literally have like a tutoring session with you and help you with whatever you need.
College of DuPage provides a hands-on approach to studying course material and also encourages students to pursue various clubs and internships available within a student's major. There are several opportunities for any student to get involved in and out of the classroom.
I believe that the debugging and design project hands-on skills that the students learn in the electrical engineering classes and all of the engineering classes at COD is going to give them an advantage in learning how to even just get started designing a project. They learn about how to build things from the ground up. They learn about how to build things one piece at a time rather than trying to put the entire jigsaw puzzle together piecemeal.
In our engineering graphics class, we've included a design project that's a catapult competition. It basically gets them to think about functional analysis and really kind of different ways that you can come up with different designs and trying to pick the best one. In our statics course, we have a bridge competition. So not only do they learn about bridges, but it also kind of gets them thinking about how to design the better bridge or the next generation bridge, which is something they wouldn't normally get in the course.
We are very fortunate here at College of DuPage to have things like the Engineering and Technology Club and the robotics team, where they, especially the mechanicals and the electricals, get a chance to try their hand literally at different robotics competitions. They get to learn how to be a leader in a student-led organization. In addition, we do a high school competition every year called the Engineering Olympics, and we get an opportunity to bring in between 175 and 250 high school students from across the district. It's a great way for our students to get to mentor high school students in the district. And in addition to that, there's always STEMCon to promote engineering to grades that are younger than high school. And we also have a Society of Women Engineers that has done different activities with Girl Scout troops in the area.
So the Society of Women Engineers is a club that we have here on campus, and we're affiliated with the National Society of Women Engineering organization. The students do a lot of really great activities, kind of just do a little engineering hands-on projects. We also, every April or May, have a Women in Engineering Networking Night where we invite women from places like Argonne and Fermilab and local companies to come and talk to the women students here at COD about internship opportunities, the experiences that they've had, and how to navigate being just kind of a minority, honestly, in a very male-dominated industry.
Special transfer programs are also available for engineering students at College of DuPage, guaranteeing admission to select universities upon completing the necessary COD courses and meeting GPA requirements.
So Engineering Pathways was a cohort of students that went through the engineering program all at the same time. They took the same classes and were able to transfer a lot smoother into U of I than someone who had not gone through Pathways. COD prepared me for the next steps because the professors really care about you understanding the subject. Their first priority is your understanding and you going on to the next level.
College of DuPage prepared me really well for University of Illinois, and I feel I have a lot deeper understanding of a lot of the subjects required for the classes I'm taking now because of the care that was taken into teaching those College of DuPage.
The professors at College of DuPage are phenomenal. A lot of the courses here are pretty academically rigorous, and I feel like COD courses prepared me in a way that I couldn't have figured out on my own here.
COD is fantastic, not only because it saves you a lot of money, but because it prepares you in a way that a four-year university can't.
I would recommend the engineering program at College of DuPage because the faculty cares so much about you. They're there to mentor you and make sure that you have the best experience and the best foundation for the next classes.
I would recommend the engineering department at College of DuPage because there's a bunch of great professors that are really passionate about what they like to do. I'm so thankful for what they've taught me and being able to provide me with the skills that I need to be able to succeed in University of Illinois and beyond.
Engineering is everywhere. Intelligent and innovative people design and create extraordinary things every day in this dynamic and growing field. Engineer your future. Get started at College of DuPage.
Register for an engineering information session on Thursday, October 10th from 6 to 7 p.m. Visit us on the web at cod.edu/visit. Coming up next, COD welcomes students to the fall semester in style.
Great first day, we're getting it started great.
Do you guys get free ice cream? There's free ice cream?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, especially because it's free.
Yep, if it's free, it's for me.
Pretty good. I love it.
Yeah, just finishing up with some free ice cream. You know, solid day.
Kind of like riding a bicycle, it comes back.
For more information about student life or upcoming events, visit us at cod.edu/studentlife. What will your story be? A simple question with so many possibilities. Rocio Becerril had no idea what she wanted to do after graduating high school, so an academic advisor suggested starting at College of DuPage. It was at COD where she was offered an opportunity to intern at one of the most famous kingdoms of all, an experience which ultimately led her to pursuing a law degree and becoming an attorney for the people. This is her story.
When I graduated from law school, I took the bar exam and I figured I would just go on my own. And so that's what I ended up doing. I ended up opening my first office in Chicago. We opened that office in 2012 and then opened my second office in Warrenville in the western suburbs in 2014. So something I like to do when working as an immigration attorney, I think empowering our community. I always say knowledge is power. I think the more knowledge you have, the more education, the more understanding of your rights, the more power a person has. So something I like to do in my office is we make a lot of immigration presentations to teachers at schools, Chicago public schools, community centers. They always invite me back to talk about different things, about know your rights, what to do if immigration knocks on your door, what rights do I have. And they've actually even interviewed me on Telemundo asking me questions about immigration.
Pero en sí una reforma migratoria es algo que les beneficia a los que ya tienen DACA y que es algo permanente.
I came to the United States when I was about 10 years old. I actually spoke zero English, so I actually had to go through the English as Second Language program, ESL. So I remember when I was in my senior year in high school at Warrenville South High School, my advisor pulled me out and said, "We're gonna go to college. What are you gonna do?" And I had no idea. Being a first generation here in the United States, first generation to go to college, I was clueless and I had no idea. So he was like, "You know what? No problem. Let's get you started somewhere. Why don't you apply to College of DuPage?" So my experience at College of DuPage was wonderful. Aside from the programs, the teachers that were there available, also there was an advisor who would take us on field trips to visit colleges and as well as conferences. And one of the wonderful opportunities was the ability to be able to apply for an internship with Walt Disney World. And I was accepted for the 3-4 month program with them, and I liked it so much. The learning experience was wonderful. I actually extended my program up to 8 months. For me, giving back to the community where I came from is extremely important because honestly, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the people who are around me. They all gave something somehow. And I value it and I appreciate it. I always like to give back because I know that I wouldn't be here if it weren't for those people. I think College of DuPage definitely had an impact in that I had no idea where I wanted to go. I felt so lost, so confused, and I liked the ability that I was able to take different courses to be able to figure out what I wanted to do. I think starting honestly off at a community college is wonderful. It's affordable and you're able to explore your options. It is a stepping stone again for them to figure out what they really want to do so they can make the next move and eventually transfer to a four-year college.
What will your story be? Discover it at College of DuPage. For more information about enrolling and taking advantage of all that COD has to offer, please contact the admissions office. Visit them on the web at cod.edu or give them a call at 630-942-2626.
What does College of DuPage have to offer you? In a word, opportunities.
You name it, chances are you can study it here. College of DuPage offers over 230 degree and certificate programs. Associate degrees can be completed in 2 years when attending as a full-time student. Associate degrees allow students to transfer to another institution to continue their education or enter into a specific career field. Certificates of completion are offered for a variety of in-demand occupational and technical careers. With our 3+1 programs, it's possible to earn a 4-year degree from an area university without ever leaving the College of DuPage campus. No matter what you study, students at COD learn from the best with the one-on-one personal attention made possible with small classes. Experts in their field, our award-winning faculty are passionate about teaching and dedicated to your success.
College of DuPage maintains 3 natural areas on the Glen Ellen campus: the Russell R. Kurt Prairie, the Ecological Study Area, and the B.J. Hadinat Wildlife Sanctuary. These areas offer a variety of opportunities for students and community members to enjoy the outdoors for both educational and recreational uses.
The natural areas at COD are 40 acres on 3 preserves of prairie, woodland, and other habitats. They were started in 1974 by Professor of Biology at the time, Russell Kurt. The main preserve is what's called now the Russell R. Kurt Prairie, named after the founder, Russell Kurt. This is a 15-acre preserve just south of the Health and Science Center, bordered by College Avenue and Lambert Boulevard. The other preserve is the Ecological Study Area, which is in the northeast corner of campus. It's approximately 12 acres. This is where the woodland area is, so the fully shaded habitat's located over here. And it's across from St. James Church and Willowbrook Wildlife Preserve, bordered by Park Avenue and Falwell Boulevard. And then there's a third preserve, the B.J. Hadinat Wildlife Sanctuary, which is less accessible to the public, located at the southwest corner of campus. And this was donated to the college by a guy, Bert Hadinat, who wanted it conserved for nature, and we're working to make it more accessible. I think the students and the community have a lot to gain from having these resources on campus. A lot of classes overlap with lessons about prairie and the native Illinois habitat, so it just makes sense that we can have tours, we can talk about habitats, ecosystems, larger ecological issues.
Students love it. It's always fun to go outside on a field trip day. When we take our students outside and they actually get to see and manipulate the living things that we're learning about, it makes it easier to remember their names, easy to remember what their ecological roles are and what they do out there. So I would say being fortunate enough to have the prairie preserves that we have here, huge factor in our student success.
It extends, though. As COD Natural Areas is a service learning site, I've had classes from English department, art department, computer departments that come out. They're able to get exposed, they're able to volunteer their time in order to get their service learning hours. And I've had a lot of students that keep coming back afterward because they enjoy the work.
The environmental biology class was the one that introduced me to the prairie, and then I just stuck with it. I actually had most of my hours by the time we could go outside, but I wanted to stick with it. I got to see the results of all the seed we processed. It was like 5-gallon buckets of seed, and we would just spread it throughout the prairie, and it was a lot of fun, and I wanted to see it come like to full circle. When you're a biology student, you're taught that every life you observe is kind of your lab, and what you observe is your responsibility to ask questions and experiment with. So to have an actual proper lab of an ecological area like a prairie is great for students.
We have not only students but community members that come every week. We have regular events scheduled such as bird watching tours, native bee tours. So we're constantly trying to add options for students and community members to utilize the areas in a way that's educational for them and a true cultural experience.
I enjoy working here at the COD Prairie just because I enjoy working with plants. Getting to know the plants, getting to see where they grow, the wildlife that's around there. It's a very peaceful setting. There's always something new out there that really I find very interesting.
I see all the natural areas being utilized year-round. In the winter, people find enjoyment from being out in the snow, and you'll see foot tracks on the snow all winter. And in the summer, I'm always running into not only students in the natural areas, but also community members. And that goes for the spring and fall as well. And I hope to keep expanding the amount of people that are exposed to these natural areas, because there is this wonderful resource of trails in their backyard where they can get to experience nature, and I want to help facilitate that.
For more information on the natural restoration and preservation areas at COD, visit cod.edu and search Natural Areas.
I'm here to tell you how College of DuPage fits into your plans, your life. First of all, who are we?
College of DuPage is a community college serving most of DuPage County, as well as portions of Will and Cook counties. There are 48 communities in our district, but students come from all over, even internationally. Each semester, there are about 30,000 students enrolled at College of DuPage, making us the second largest provider of higher education in the state. Don't worry about getting lost in the numbers though. Unlike other large institutions, the average class size is still small, and students really appreciate the one-on-one personal attention from their instructors.
That wraps up this edition of Images. We hope you enjoyed this program from College of DuPage. And remember, with so much happening at COD, Images is a great way to stay on top of it all. And be sure to watch past episodes on demand at our website, cod.edu. Until next time, I'm Rio Almario.